Good evening. We begin with new evidence that suggests drunk drivers in BC are getting a free pass. Tough new laws to crack down on them have been in limbo since a judge ruled they're unconstitutional. Now investigative reporter Mi Jung Lee has uncovered troubling new statistics that show police are taking far fewer drunks off the road.
Cassandra Collius was killed a year ago, the suspect charged with impaired driving causing death. Now her family is calling for tougher justice for drunk drivers.
The police officers are doing their job, the Crown is doing their job, but the accused seems to have all the rights.
Well, the government changed that in 2010 when it introduced immediate 90-day driving bans for those who blow a fail over .08. Problem was, a judge said too many charter rights were being trampled. Drivers didn't have a fair appeal process. When the law was struck down, the government said drunk drivers would still be caught. But are they? While police could hand out immediate 90-day driving bans, they caught on average 1,283 drivers every month who blew a fail. After they lost that tool and had to charge people criminally, the number of people caught plummeted. Only about 318 impaired charges a month, a fraction of the drivers who failed just a few weeks earlier.
It may be that in this phase between laws, the police officers have stepped back a little bit. If you're being tough on drunk drivers, you should be tough on trying to catch drunk drivers throughout.
And the impaired charges in 2012 were about half what they were in 2009 and 2010. The government is planning on going back to the immediate roadside bans in June. The legal fix, you can take 2 roadside tests and the lower reading will prevail. But critics say even with the changes, there isn't a fair review process for those who have been caught.
What is this going to cost taxpayers of British Columbia? Eventually the thing's probably going to end up going back to court.
And Mi Jung joins us now. Mi Jung, what about the drivers who feel they were unfairly caught by the laws?
Tamara, there are some drivers in court right now fighting to get their $4,000 back. They say they were penalized under unconstitutional laws and shouldn't have to pay. There are hundreds of others who hope to launch a class action lawsuit. If the judge rules, there should be some compensation. There is plenty at stake here. It's estimated the government collected about $60 million from drivers who blew over the limit. Tamara?
All right, thanks a lot, Mi Jung.